If you, Professor Bolia, could choose, let's say, 3 policy changes that could move the needle in, let's say, 12 months, what are they?
I exactly have 3 points actually, not all of them relate to
Lovely.
policy. The first one is, something that we can definitely do is tackling the dust problem, right? We need to look at details of why that is not working. Do we not have enough vehicles? Are we going to the right places? Is the vehicle working fine? It may or may not have the broom. Please don't get me wrong. We may not be using the old technology, right? But is it really doing the job properly? I think dust is one thing that we can handle, but that will happen only when we try to get into details. A superficial look or constantly feeling that, oh, we are doing our job may not help. That is one. Second, I think is, before expecting people to do anything, the government, I think, really needs to convey that they are dead serious about tackling this problem, right? So there have to be various ways. Sudden instances of policies emerging is what citizens definitely don't like. So one fine day you introduce odd even, one fine day you ban crackers, one fine day you ban something else. Those knee-jerk kind of reactions may or may not help, right? So it might be needed, but then before that, I think my sense is the government should convey that we do really care and we are doing what we can possibly do. For example, we've been talking about EVs for a long, long time, right? But we still do not see more EV buses than diesel or CNG buses, right? So why is that the case? I think that is an implementation problem. If citizens also have to start using their EVs, there needs to be enough chargers, that entire ecosystem needs to be set up, which frankly, we are not ready yet, right? So a typical Delhiite will still want to have an ICE vehicle, internal combustion engine vehicle, rather than an EV vehicle, simply because there aren't enough chargers, right, when you go around. So I think this, a clear administrative will, which is what China and Japan, by the way, demonstrated, right? Very, very clearly, to indicate that, oh, look, we are serious about this. For example, if the next 1 or 2 years, the government decides that we will do enough so that do it properly, systematically, and there are many more chargers than we have right now, and there are more electric buses than CNG buses in the city. Can we keep that as a target? That should be visible to the people. Second, once we do these 2 things, then we ask people to do other things, right? So reduce the use of vehicles, start taking public transport, create that environment where people feel that the government cares, and therefore, it is not just small things that we are doing that will make an impact. Somebody is looking at the larger picture, and therefore we should be doing our bit. When that environment is created, then the last point of citizen participation will be helpful.